among the Jedi.
Welcome, fellow intellectuals, to our enthralling voyage into the beginnings of the Jedi Order, a legendary story once unfolded in a galaxy far, far away, in which the Force runs through all living creatures. Today, we travel into the veils of time to discover this tale and the ancient truths that led to the emergence of the first Jedi. Prepare to take part in the birth of a legacy that will alter the course of the galaxy. From the modest beginnings of Force-sensitive beings harnessing their powers, to the emergence of the Jedi as the protectors of peace and justice. So grab your sabers and follow us on an enthralling journey through Star Wars history. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
How was the first Jedi formed? An enigmatic individual emerges as the precursor of the Jedi Order in the vast and rich tapestry of the Star Wars mythology. This unnamed being, known solely as the Prime Jedi, has a vital role in galactic history. A captivating mosaic graces the temple floor of Luke Skywalker's residence, depicting the Prime Jedi in a way that piques the imagination. The artwork depicts a humanoid shape, with an enormous, mushroomed head sitting in a deeply thoughtful stance, clutching a powerful lightsaber. This magnificent mosaic, suggestive of the evergreen yin and yang signs, hinted at the Prime Jedi's duality. Unlike their descendants, who advocated for the light side of the Force, the Prime Jedi seem to have acknowledged the intrinsic harmony and balance of the Force's light and dark elements. It is thought that they may have been deeply in touch with both sides, expertly juggling their connection to both, establishing a distinct and unexplored connection to the Force. Thus, the Prime Jedi's incarnation of the Force certainly transcended ordinary thought and belief. The tiles of the mosaic notably depict this intriguing being wielding the legendary lightsaber, the prized sword of a Jedi Knight, which has sparked debate regarding the weapon's whereabouts. Though the history of this lightsaber is unknown, it demonstrates the Prime Jedi's link to the Force and mastery of its brilliant powers. We can probably deduce from history that the Prime Jedi was the one who started the prestigious Jedi Order. The creation of this revered establishment on the uncharted planet of Ahch-To, cloaked in mystery and isolation, occurred in the year 25025 BBY. Many have claimed that the Prime Jedi played a crucial role in shielding Ahch-To from intruders and preserving its purity. However, it is unknown if this secrecy was orchestrated by the Prime Jedi or was the result of other celestial powers. Legends and literature credit the Prime Jedi with establishing another honored haven, the Jedi Temple, on the esteemed planet Jedha. This celestial body has significant spiritual meaning for the Jedi Order, since it resonates with their ancient doctrines and beliefs. It is believed that the Prime Jedi's knowledge may have echoed throughout the centuries within the temple's ancient halls, helping hundreds of budding Jedi on their quest to enlightenment. The tale of the Prime Jedi, forever interconnected with the delicate threads of harmony and duality, continues to enchant and captivate those who strive to uncover the secrets of the galaxy far, far away. Regrettably, all other information about the Prime Jedi remains buried in mystery. Beyond the legendary title and the stunning mosaic, the records of Star Wars lore provide minimal further details. The ancient Jedi manuscripts, known as the Ramagon, include only snippets of information on this elusive Prime Jedi, shedding some light on their existence and their interwoven histories with the Exegol and the Sith. The Prime Jedi surfaces as an enigma in the tapestry of Star Wars legend, a character whose legacy echoes across the years. Despite a lack of explicit information about them, their lasting influence on the Jedi Order's development and profound awareness of the Force are clear indications of their ongoing relevance. Who are the founders of the first Jedi Order? Canon. Prior to the appearance of the Jedi, the intriguing planet of Kimiji was inhabited by a magical community called the Dai Bendu. They were born on this mysterious planet and laid the groundwork for what would become the legendary Jedi Order, an illustrious organization founded in the year 36453 BBY. These ancient pilgrims set off on a historic voyage, guided by the mystical Toyor ships that drove them to their destination. The Jedi Order underwent a significant transition, culminating in its rebirth as the famed Jedi Order. The Jedi grabbed the reins of fate and accepted their new mantle, utilizing the beliefs and teachings passed down from their forefathers. This momentous occurrence unfolded on the magical planet Ahch-To, which was shrouded in mystery and everlasting knowledge. Ilum, an ancient world wrapped in frigid splendor and resonating with Force energy, was considered by many Jedi as their sacred home. The pristine environment of Ilum was littered with kyber crystals, honored as the heart and spirit of the Jedi lightsaber. Its majestic temple, buried in antiquity and cherished by many, became inextricably linked to the Jedi Order's past. An ancient custom dubbed as the Gathering took place within its holy walls, a complicated rite that would last the Order's entire lifetime. However, there is much contention about the actual birthplace of the Jedi Order. Jedi scholars engaged in a heated dispute concerning the origins of their order in the domains of intellectual discourse. Various voices fought vehemently for Coruscant, the legendary galactic metropolis steeped in eons of history, as a prospective Jedi birthplace. Similarly, Jeddah, the spiritual home of the Jedi Order, competed for the mantle, resonating with echoes of ancient knowledge. Ossus, a world rooted in myth and tradition, was another candidate, its secrets entwined with the rich fabric of the Jedi past. And of course, mythical worlds like Tython and Ahch-To developed as appealing possibilities as well. Despite these opposing viewpoints, the real foundation of the Jedi Order is an intriguing riddle, sparking awe and suspense. Legends. This alternate story reveals a different version of the Jedi Order's origins, presenting an ensemble of 4 legendary Jedi Masters who, combined, embodied the spirit of the Prime Jedi. According to this version of the story, the Jedi Order can be connected back to the illustrious names of Cala Brin, Garan Jard, Rajivari, and Ter Sandon. These 4 moral leaders, each from an unlikely location, laid the groundwork for what eventually evolved into the Jedi Code, and later the famed Jedi Order. Cala Brin, a knowledgeable and steadfast female Jedi Master of undetermined origins, embodied the Jedi's doctrine that they must devote their life to the unyielding pursuit of justice. She urged Jedi to put aside personal desires and problems, emphasizing the need for objectivity in moral decisions. Garan Jard, a powerful male Jedi Master with a mysterious lineage, preached that the Jedi should only use their lightsabers in self-defense, regardless of their noble aim of safeguarding others. He warned against falling to the dark attraction of rage and the carnage it would bring. Rajivari, a Jedi intellectual and a profoundly wise human, also played a crucial part in forming the Order. Rajivari's achievements as a valued member of the legendary Jedi Order range from building the Archives, a treasured storehouse of information, to an ill-fated plunge into the alluring clutches of the dark side. Despite initially succumbing to the draw of darkness, he eventually met his doom, moving into the ethereal world of the Force as a phantom apparition. Ter Sandon, a wise Zabrak Jedi Master sensitive to the Force, set out on a journey to document the galaxy's knowledge. His introspective personality and deep respect for wisdom influenced his dreams for the Jedi Order. He desired for the Order to evolve into keepers of the galaxy's collective knowledge and consciousness. Unlike their counterparts in accepted canon, these 4 legendary characters did not make their way to Ahch-To. Instead, their transformative journey took place on Tython, a mysterious realm of ancient might and strong Force connections. While these legendary Jedi Masters did not ever physically make an appearance, ancient hologram fragments uncovered on Tython provided insights into their tremendous contributions, each highlighting a different aspect of the Jedi Code. In this alternative version, the Prime Jedis arise as a harmonic combination of wisdom, righteousness, self-defense, and academic guardianship, rather than as an individual. The Jedi Order, born of their ideals, would go on to affect the lives of innumerable Jedi who walked in their steps, passing on the power of the Force across the galaxy.
Them out. It was a Jedi Master who was responsible for the training and creation of Darth Vader.
Why was the Jedi Order formed? The Jedi Order arose from the fabric of galactic history as an enlightened and peace-seeking institution committed to the harmony of the galaxy. The Jedi attempted to maintain harmony and stability across the galaxy, influenced by a lot of ancient literature that established the framework for their ideas. Shifting the operations to the flourishing city of Coruscant, they formed a strong partnership with what came to be referred to as the Old Republic, combining their efforts to battle the growing evil that plagued the galaxy. In an unwavering quest for justice, the Jedi embarked on a noble campaign against the oppressive Zygarians, a tyrannical empire built on the suffering of slaves. Their valiant actions not only extended the reach of their influence, but also resulted in the freeing of countless enslaved beings. Ultimately, the Zygarians were exiled to their homeworld, and the reign of oppression was vanquished. However, the Jedi's path to harmony encountered further obstacles in the form of Mandalore, a warlike planet driven by expansionist ambitions. The Mandalorians' tendency for conflict clashed with the Jedi's unwavering commitment to peace, leading to tensions and confrontations that tested the Order's resolve. Tragically, the Mandalorians' military prowess resulted in a terrible sacking and demolition of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, as well as the end of the Old Republic. The Galactic Republic, however, sprang from the ruins of the destroyed Old Republic as an unexpected beacon of hope. The Republic, by embracing the ideals of harmony and democracy, offered a fertile foundation for the Jedi to shift from warriors to peacekeepers. In addition to their function as peacekeepers, the Jedi Knights took on the role of law enforcement on occasion, using their remarkable abilities to track down and capture dangerous offenders. Under the guidance of the Galactic Senate and its esteemed Supreme Chancellor, the Jedi embarked on a mission of non-violent mediation, tirelessly striving to establish peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Their unwavering dedication and tireless efforts ushered in a golden age of 1,000 years, where peace reigned supreme under the benevolent banner of the Galactic Republic. Amidst this era of transformation, Jedi Master Sifo Dyas stood apart in his belief that the Republic required a military force to maintain control. His controversial proposition, however, led to his removal from his position of authority, as his ideas clashed with the non-violent ideals cherished by the Order. Undeterred, Sifo Dyas secretly commissioned the Kaminoans to construct an army of clones, foreseeing their eventual involvement in defending the Republic against future conflicts. Unfortunately, the unrelenting march of time would see the fall of the Republic, and alongside it, the Age of Tranquility. The Jedi Order, the unwavering defenders of harmony, would be propelled into a new age in which the battle against evil would take on fresh significance, and the destiny of the universe would be at stake.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Shortcomings of the Jedi Order before Order 66. The Jedi Order, once a beacon of wisdom and guardianship, found itself adrift in the currents of time, straying from its core principles and losing touch with the galaxy they were sworn to protect. As they retreated into their own small world, a rift formed between the Jedi and the ordinary citizens of the Republic. Anti-Jedi propaganda took hold, tarnishing the Order's reputation and branding them as an elitist and oppressive religious sect. Yet, despite the growing discontent and negative public perception, the Jedi remained oblivious to their own image. They ignored the people's complaints, failed to address the problems and disinformation that began to spread like wildfire. Their silence merely ignited the flames of resentment, widening the gap that existed between the Jedi and the other members of society. Even the way the Jedi raised their young apprentices was flawed. Taken from their homes at an early age, these children were taught to suppress their own desires and attachments, to be selfless and devoid of personal connections. They were conditioned to trust only the Jedi Council and the Force, with no room for individuality or emotional growth. The Jedi Council berated trainees for their apparent lack of commitment, unable to understand the strain that their own doctrines had placed on their growth. The Jedi Order was thrown into the middle of the Clone Wars at an important point in time. They blindly accepted responsibilities as military leaders and commanders, despite a lack of training in warfare or skill, in a foolish attempt to hold on to their traditions. This ill-conceived decision led to a hierarchy where inexperienced young Jedi outranked seasoned clone soldiers. The resulting resentment and discord among the troops further strained the relationship between the Jedi and the military forces they were meant to lead. As the war raged on, the Jedi often found themselves transgressing Republic laws. They extended their jurisdiction beyond the boundaries of the Republic, interfering in the affairs of non-member planets. These transgressions further eroded the Jedi's standing and legitimacy in the eyes of the galactic populace. Lost and adrift, the Jedi Order grappled with an identity crisis. Obsessed with hunting down the Sith, they neglected the encroaching darkness that clouded their own vision. Their link to the Force weakened, and they were on the verge of succumbing to the dark side's enticing seduction. They put all of their faith in the promise of a chosen one that would rescue them, but that faith would eventually be fruitless. They lost track of their original goal in their pursuit for balance. The Jedi have strayed from their path of peacekeepers, morphing into warriors fueled by desperation. It was a tragic descent into confusion and uncertainty as the Jedi Order struggled to navigate the treacherous waters that threatened to drown them.
There's been a rebellion, sir. Don't worry, the situation is under control.
Who is the founder of the modern Jedi Order? Throughout the pages of history, the ancient Jedi Order flourished, its noble teachings guiding countless Force-sensitive individuals towards the path of enlightenment. However, darkness cast a long shadow over the galaxy in 19 BBY, when Palpatine's devious coup engineered the dreadful enactment of Order 66, which led the Jedi Order to its doom and annihilation. The Order's formerly noble and dignified members faced a a bleak destiny, with just a handful escaping death by finding safety in far-flung regions of the galaxy. The Jedi Order disappeared from existence during the Empire's turbulent years, crushed by Palpatine's dictatorial authority. But hope lingered, flickering in the souls of those who held fast to the Jedi beliefs. Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, the Chosen One's son, found a ray of hope in the never-ending devastation. After supposedly defeating Darth Sidious, Luke set out on a quest to teach Jedi knowledge to a fresh crop of Force-sensitive youths. In 15 ABY, he established a modest community to impart the teachings of the Force and nurture the fledgling potential within these young initiates. However, the modern Jedi Order's existence proved to be temporary, plagued by misfortune and turmoil. In 28 ABY, the very hands that sought to rebuild were forced to dismantle their creation. Luke Skywalker saw his aspirations disintegrate as his shrine was wrecked and his young nephew, Ben Solo, fell to the enticing draw of the dark side. Burdened by an extensive number of failures, overwhelmed by remorse and sorrow, Luke made a terrible decision and cut his link with the Force, finding refuge in the lonely haven of Ahch-To, wherein the spirits of the very first Jedi Temple still lingered. But destiny, it seemed, had other plans. Rey, a curious but untrained Force user, stumbled upon Ahch-To, her path intertwined with the waning fire of the Jedi legacy. In an act of reluctant guidance, Luke begrudgingly agreed to train Rey, imparting the knowledge he had acquired over a lifetime of triumphs and trials. In a final act of sacrifice, Luke sacrificed his remaining strength to save the Resistance, leaving Rey to carry the torch of the Jedi Order forward. Yet, as an institution, the Jedi Order itself did not rise from the ashes. Its physical manifestation was no more, but the unbreakable spirit of the Jedi endured. Rey felt the might of the Jedi as she established an affinity to the Force that defied time and space. Rey drew into the collective knowledge and strength of the Jedi who had appeared before her in a final showdown with the revived Palpatine, allowing their guidance to lead her to her eventual victory. Beyond the confines of a formal Jedi Order, the legacy of the Jedi lived on. Though the physical structures and the traditional hierarchies had dissipated, the essence of the Jedi endured, embodied by individuals like Rey, who embraced the Force and walked the path of balance and compassion. Their influence reverberated across the galaxy, inspiring hope and sparking the flame of the Force in those who sought to follow the noble footsteps of the Jedi. Marvelous verdict. As we arrive at the end of this intriguing journey into the beginnings of the very first Jedi, we are struck by the Prime Jedi's impact. Their incredible knowledge and capacity to strike a balance with the Force laid the groundwork for the illustrious Jedi Order that we know today. The Prime Jedi's mosaic on Ahch-To, however shrouded in mystery, serves as an everlasting reminder of their immense significance. The Jedi have evolved into the protectors of justice and harmony as a result of their teachings, welcoming the light while accepting the existence of evil. As we proceed to explore the great galaxy and seek balance in all things, let us retain the memory of the Prime Jedi within us. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.
I can't get there. I don't have the Wayfinder. I destroyed Ren's ship.
You have everything you need.